Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? I hope you're fine wherever you are. I have received this message from a student, and they want me to assist them uh, in solving a particular question related to the ACCA management accounting exam. Okay, as an ACCA tutor, they've done the correct thing by approaching me. Okay, so they want help from the ACCA tutor himself. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the question, the information uh, in this particular question. And our job is to solve this question, ladies and gentlemen. That's our job. Okay, the question was that we need to calculate the net present value of the project. So the question is saying IBM Limited is considering a new project for which the following information is available. Initial cost $300,000. Expected life 5 years. Estimated scrap value 20,000. Addition revenue from the project. Maybe it's a typo. Additional revenue from the project $120,000 per year. Incremental costs of the project are $30,000 per year. So incremental costs are those costs which are relevant to the project, or they are directly attributable to the project. So they matter, they are relevant costs, right? So you need to factor them in when you are computing your net present value. The cost of capital is 10%, right? So uh, that's the information. So let us compute the net present value of this particular project. So let me copy this information and put it on my Excel. All right. So that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I have opened my Excel sheet. Okay, so let me just paste uh, the problem. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's the information we have. All right, and this should be the question. Right. Okay, my computer is, an old laptop, right? Okay, but I am sure you guys are seeing everything on the screen, right? Let me try to zoom out, to zoom in. Okay, good. I'm sure you guys are now seeing clearly these figures, right? But I'll try to zoom out a bit. Yes. Okay, so to compute the NPV, you need to do that NPV table. Okay, the NPV table, ladies and gentlemen, you need to be used to that table. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble. Okay, NPV table. All right. Now, it usually has got some columns and rows, something like that. Right? That's a table, isn't it? Table has got columns and rows. All right. So we start with our year. Right? Year. We have got year 0, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. Okay. And then we have got our initial investment, initial investment. initial investment or the initial cost of the project. This one is usually put in year 0, but let me just try to widen this column. So this is a negative 300,000. Okay, negative 300,000 in year 0, right? Then we are told that the project is going to be for 5 years. We've put the years from year 0 to 5. That's correct. Year 0 simply means that today, that's the date of the investment. Today, that's year 0. All right, and then after 1 year, it becomes year 1, something like that. All right, then the other cash flow we are looking at is the revenue, of course, the revenue. The revenue, that's 120,000. And this was to be per year, all right? So I think we can copy everything there. That's our 120, 120. We don't have to waste a lot of time. Okay, it's positive 120 because it's an inflow, positive. And then we are told that there is incremental revenue per year, which is a cost. So incremental costs. These ones were negative. Remember, costs are negative, so it's per year. So 30,000 per year, right? We copy everything out. 30,000, all right? So what we get, net revenue. You might say net revenue, whatever you call it. You're not going to get a mark out of this, but just to understand the net revenue, this one, if you just say equal sign, all right? So equal sign, you might actually say this one, all right, plus this one. Excel knows that you are adding a positive and a negative, so it will automatically separate. The answer will be 90,000. All right, so you copy everything. The formula will be copied there, and you get your 90,000, 90,000, 90,000, isn't it? Then we have got a scrap value at the end of the project. A scrap is income, all right? A scrap is income. We get something when we dispose of the machinery or whatever of the project. If we dispose of the project at the end of its life, we get a scrap value, some proceeds. All right. So how much were they? We are told that we are going to get 20,000. All right. That's in year 5. Let's proceed. So when we do this, we get what is called net income. Now the net income or the net cash flow. All right. The net cash flow. Let me just say net cash flow. The net cash flow. So the net cash flows, all right, we can do the same mathematics and say that plus that plus that plus, but you can see that some of the things they have already been done and adjusted for, so there's actually no point in doing that. So let us erase that. It's not necessary because we've already adjusted for the net revenue there. So in the first column, you simply have to take the net in the initial investment as it is. You put your enter, okay, equal sign, you press the figure, you then punch enter, and it will pop up as it is. Then here, that's when you can do the formula thing. 90,000 plus the scrap value raw. Remember, we are targeting the scrap value in year 5. So the formula, when you drag, it should give you the solution because we wanted it to add the 20,000 in the last column. All right. You can as well do some, some formatting where you put a line there if you feel like you need that line. All right. Now the problem is my laptop sometimes freezes. Now, when you get your net cash flows, you then come to what are called sorry for the terminology there. Net cash flows are actually discounted cash flows. So no, sorry, we are right. I'm sorry. Net cash flows, and those ones will be called present values. It's fine. We are there. That's the technicalities. So discount factor. We are told that this one is actually the discount rate. Okay, discount rate at 10%. All right, but what we need are the factors. So this is why I said discount factor. The factors are the figures which are going to be in the table. All right, discount factor at 10%. Remember, the cost of capital was 10% according to the question. So how do you compute the discount factors? All right, there are going to be formulas you'll be given in the question. Let me just look for if I have got the formula table somewhere. Just hang on. Let me try to see if I have got, yes. Sometimes you need not waste time, thinking of these, of inputting the figures in the formula, of the formula in Excel, because you might end up making some errors and so forth. All right, but let me just try to show you how. So we want to calculate present value. So you go to the present value tables. All right. So in this case, we are told that the cost of capital was 10%. Okay. So, and these are the years we need: year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. So you simply copy those figures and slot them into your formula. Into the table. It's very simple. All right. So those are the discount factors: the 0.9, 0.8, 0.751, and so forth. Those are the discount factors. All right. But we could have input this formula in computing these figures. So let us input the formula into Excel and see if we can come up with the same figures. Okay, so the formula is equal sign 1 plus r. Okay, equal sign 1 plus r to the power negative n. All right, so this formula is the same as this formula. Let me try to, for you guys to see. All right, so this one is the same as 1 over 1 plus r to the power n. Okay, so that's the the issue. All right. So you may try to you may decide to put it as that one or as the original formula. Everything will work for you. Right. So let us input the original. 1 plus R. Our R is 10%. So in that case, 1 plus 10%, it becomes 1.1. Right? In bracket. And to the power, I'm sure is found there. To the power, you may just say to the power minus. Okay, in this case, to the power, our n is the year. Okay, our n is the year. Close bracket and press enter. So you have seen that in year 0, the discount factor is always going to be 1. In year 0, the discount factor is always going to be 1. In year 0, the discount factor is always going to be 1. All right, if you look at the table there, you're not going to find the 1. So you just have to tell yourself, in year 0, the discount factor is always going to be 1. Tell yourself that, because if you want to look for that 1 on the table, you're not going to find that 1, because our tables do not have year 0. These are the years, my friends, or these are the periods or the years. All right. So they start from 1. They don't start from 0. So you need to lead yourself. You need to tell yourself this. This is the fact. When you get into that example, tell yourself, in year 0, it's always going to be 1. Whatever discount factor whatever discount rate I'm going to be given in year 0, the discount factor is always going to be 1. Are we together? Good. So now I'm going to drag my formula because Excel is going to do everything for me. So those are my discount factors. Excuse me. Those are going to be my discount factors. All right. For example, in year 1, the discount factor is 0.0909. Okay. What Excel is doing is I do not condition it, or I do not set it to round off to the nearest 3 decimal places. It has been set to 5 decimal places, but that's not a problem. The difference is in rounding. Okay, if you look at our table, you can see that in year 1 it's 0.909. The table has been rounded to 3 decimal places, so that shouldn't be the worry. Similarly, in year 2, it's 0.826, and if you check with your Excel, it is saying 0.82645. So the difference is in rounding. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? So that shouldn't be a worry. Okay, you can as well adjust the rounding by coming to your this okay, we can okay, does this reduce the problem? Sometimes it freezes. All right, what's going on? Sometimes it freezes. Okay. No. Okay, these ones should help me. All right, what's going on there? All right, this one is count to two decimal places. I don't want that. All right. The problem of sticking. Okay. I think. All right. The problem of trying to format the decimal places while the data includes non numbers. Like for example, here the discount factor cannot be, you know, is a text information. It's not. That's not a number, isn't it? So Excel will not respond to any instruction. So I need to choose cells which have got, numbers, right? I need to tell Excel that it should adjust the decimals in the cells which have got figures. So if you do that, and if you click here, this one will decrease the decimals, right? That one will decrease the decimals. At the moment, we have got 5 decimal places. We want to reduce them to 3. So if we click here, you can see that we are now at 4 decimal places. Here, that's 3 decimal places. All right. So here, the first one is now 1.003. It's just the same as 1. All right. But Excel wants the data to be uniform. All right. So that's how you can, deal with the decimal issue, right? I need a line there, right? I can use the same formatting, or I can just click here and get the lines which I need, right? If I come here, I just choose the line style I need, and I want a top and double bottom border. This one is going to give me the line I need. So in here, I just say uh, net cash flows. All right, the net cash flows. But okay, so the net cash flows have been used. These are now the present values. Present values. All right, those are the present values. All right, if we then add the present values, we'll arrive at what is called net present values, which is the difference between the investment and the inflows, the outflows and the inflows. All right, so in year 1, we're going to have this one multiplied by the discount factor, and we'll get negative 300,000. We drag the formula so that it will apply to all the cells. Okay, and the present value then becomes equal sign. We can just say sum. All right, you can sum up all these. You close your bracket and press enter, and you get 53,589. Okay, 20 cents. $53,589.20. All right, you can do some little bit of rounding, of formatting, such that your figures are separated by commas to look presentable, as you can see, right? If we have commas, the data will look nice, as you can see. right? You can as well bolden the answer so that the examiners will see it. Do not forget, do not forget to, include, say, the monetary denomination, the dollar sign, just in case the examiner would be angry if you do not put that. They want to know the sizes of your figures. Are they in millions or so? So in this case, they are in dollars. Okay, not in in $1,000,000 or in thousands, but they're just in unitary dollars. Okay, so that was how you were supposed to have calculated the um, present value. Was it informative, ladies and gentlemen? Was the information from the video informative? If it was, please like, share, and comment on the video so that we improve, so that others will benefit, so that the channel is going to be maintained. All right. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, please continue to feel excited, very, very excited. But before I go, you can see that the NPV is positive. So therefore, conclusion, we must accept the project. The NPV is positive, therefore let us accept the project. It is worthwhile. All right, thank you very much.